Jazz, would you be able to judge this debate? Are you busy?
Wait, what? Hello?
Can you judge this debate, or are you busy?
I can judge, sure.
Excellent. Is one judge fine, Jxstin?
Wait, are you guys recording this as well?
Yeah, we're getting it recorded as well.
All right.
Okay, it's getting recorded.
Is that fine?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
What is your why do you think Confronto wins?
I think he wins because he won't have to fight anybody.
Okay. Can you move on to your skilling?
Wait, you don't have a counter to that? You want to respond?
Oh, wait. Okay. I believe Spawn wins because he just exists on a higher plane, which won't affect him.
Okay. What plane does he exist on?
Multiple, like every plane of reality.
Every plane of reality. What do you mean by every plane of reality? What does that mean?
Just every single fictional border. I can even argue hours in a sense if I need to. Yeah,
show me. What do you mean? I need you to show me. Because I can tell you for a fact, Spawn doesn't exist in my world. I don't know what kind of weird shit you be looking at, but he only exists where I'm at.
We're doing standard battle assumptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Time limits 5 or 10 minutes.
I don't think that's standard battle assumptions. Did you want to add a time limit before?
Yeah, so we don't have to.
You should have said something before the debate started.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's no problem.
Battle assumptions.
No, yeah, I'm not putting a time limit on myself after the debate. You can go ahead. Get your scan.
Within his cosmology, which is linked with Marvel, his cosmology, he exists on every.
Where are you posting the scans at?
VC scans 1. You can see right there. He states he's everything within this cosmology, meaning he exists on every plane of reality, varying from hell.
So he's just everything within the DC cosmology.
I'm pretty sure his cosmology goes across both.
Okay, so how big is his cosmology? And also, is that true? Isn't there like a different god in this universe than there is in the main DC cosmology? So wouldn't that be contradicted?
No,
like God in Spawn's universe is like wait, I'm in the middle of a sentence. God in Spawn's universe is like an old white lady.
No, like for example,
that is true. I've seen the scan. I've seen it. You telling me that's not true?
I know. No, I'm not going to say it's not true. This is what I was going to say.
Okay, so it's contradictory. So it's not the same cosmology.
Oh, hold up. No. Like here, for example, in the Marvel and DC cosmology, there's infinite amount of parallel realities, and on each
but beings like the Presence and Lucifer and Michael, there's only one of them. In the same way that there's only one dark side. Like there's only one true form dark side. There's only one Lucifer Morningstar. There's only one Michael. There's only one Gabriel. Like that's not true. Even if there is like multiple alternate universes, that doesn't mean that those beings are going to be in those. There's only one of them.
Yeah, but like what I'm arguing here, I would just
but if there's one of them, which you just agreed to, there's not going to be old white lady God and the Presence.
No, that's here. So to like say what I'm saying, like this old white lady God would coexist with these angels, whether or not there's just one of them, they still exist.
No, that's impossible. That person can't be God, and the Presence also exists. That's impossible. Unless it's a different God. Are you saying it's a different God?
Yeah, I'm saying because they can coexist.
Okay, so his power comes from taking the power from that God, correct?
His power, I mean, he's stronger now, though.
Okay, he's stronger than that God. What feats does that God have?
I mean, omnipresence, resides over every parallel reality, every single.
Obviously, not all. Are you saying parallel realities in Spawn's universe?
I'm talking about the cosmology as a whole.
Right, the cosmology in DC is lorded over by the Presence. You just agreed
I'm saying his community goes across Marvel and DC.
Marvel and DC?
Yes.
Okay, so once again, that contradicts the Presence. Because the Presence is over everything in DC. And you just said that there's not going to be two of them. So this can't be the one who's over the fucking DC universe. Because the Presence is over that, and that's not the Presence.
No, I'm
So
not
like
saying.
listen. Everything you see, you haven't presented me anything that hasn't contradicted itself. I can just dismiss all of the claims you've made so far through them being contradictory. Like you
So
have every time you've like asserted something, you're like, okay, well, it's not necessarily true, but like you're always just like, no, what I'm saying isn't true, but here's me trying to like lie my way into it.
yeah,
You see what I mean?
yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but I'm trying to give you like what I'm trying to say back. What
Okay.
I'm trying to say back to you, what I'm trying to get through, is that whether or not there's different gods and they all preside over this specific DC and Marvel cosmology, what I'm saying that they coexist with each other. Whether or not there's just one form
It's
or
not possible.
there's still these.
Do you know what a
How is
supreme
it not
deity
possible?
is? Define a supreme
What?
deity. Define a supreme. Do you know what a supreme deity is?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Define it for me.
A supreme deity would be something that's like just something conceived as perfect or
No,
like just omnipotent.
no, no, no. The supreme deity is like the top god within the verse. The
Is that
perfect
referring to?
omnipotent, omniscient originator and the ruler of the universe. The principal object of faith. Right?
Yeah, but I'm not saying
How
she's
can there be
referred to as
two?
this
How can
deity.
there be two supreme deities? How can you say, let's say the president's only lords over DC, and then there's the one above all only lords above Marvel, and then you have this bitch who's above both of them. Neither of those two things could be perfect. Neither of them could be omnipotent, omniscient originators if there's something above them. It's
I never made
contradictory.
the claim. I never made the claim
You
that
just said she is above DC and Marvel. That's what you said.
no, I said that she
Verbatim. That's what
presides
came out of your
over.
mouth.
She's just like she exists over both of them. Not
What do
like
you mean she
by
exists
over. I
over
meant
both
just
of them? What do
exists
you
in
mean?
them. Sorry, that's
What do
what
you
I
mean?
mean. That she just exists on every plane of reality in both of these cosmologies. That is what
All
I
right,
mean.
prove it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I was going to get. If his continuity goes across both, and then I see the scan right there. If he
Yeah,
exists,
just
if
prove it.
he's
Send me your
everything within
scans.
both of these cosmologies, what do you say?
I just want to see the scans.
No, it's this scan that I really sent. I was just
Like,
going to give my
that
reasoning
scan doesn't
behind it.
say anything about it being above DC
Yeah,
and Marvel.
I've yet to give my reasoning. Oh, that his
Okay.
continuity goes across both. So you agree that he goes across DC, right?
No, I've never seen that.
But you were just bringing up DC. You're the one who first asserted DC.
You said something about her being above DC and Marvel. That's what you said, and I went off of it. What are you talking about?
Fine. You know what? Yeah. Let me just prove these.
Nigga, I don't read comic books.
Because, like, here, just for
I
example,
don't have
you
a
see right here.
retainer.
Yeah, but right
What
here,
is
you
that?
see Angela.
What the fuck
That's
is
Angela,
this?
the angel. No, it's a scan to prove that he's continuity
All
with
right, prove
Marvel.
that's a canon. I don't know what the fuck. You just sent me one page. You're like, believe. What is that from, nigga? I don't know what that's from.
Okay, here, you know what? Fine. I don't know her. You know what? I'll just say origination of Spawn and where he came from.
Okay.
You are aware that Venom's from Marvel, obviously, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the same author made this from the same studio.
Yeah, show me. Show me it being a DC or Marvel comic.
I don't hold up. I'll just get the author.
No, I don't want you to give me the author. I want you to show me you say you're gonna show me the origination. You say you're gonna get it for me. Go get it.
Okay, fine. Hold up a second. Okay, here. So this just send this real quick. Because it's nowhere stated on the title or anything from Marvel Comics, but like I'm trying to tell you that if the author
Yeah, I don't
himself,
want to be told anything. Just show me. Like, why is it
okay,
hearsay? Why can't you show me like a source? Like, you can't. No, you can't tell me that you can't find the publisher like for a comic book. I'm not
the
not
publisher
retarded.
was Image Comics while they were licensed and employed by Marvel.
Normally, this is the case in the work for hire dominated comics in which the legal author is the publisher, such as Marvel Comics or DC Comics, and the creator is an employee of that publisher. So, who published Spawn?
Todd McFarlane, the creator of Marvel. I mean, the creator of Venom, which is from Marvel.
Okay, who published it? It says that the legal publisher such as Marvel Comics or DC Comics, and the creator is an employee of that publisher. So what publisher? Who published it? That's all I'm asking you. Who published Spawn? I'll look it up myself. Fucking
No, hold on.
like, are you serious? No. If you can't find, it's Image Comics. I looked it up. Who published Spawn? Image Comics. Like, don't lie to me. Nigga, I can Google it myself. I'm not Hold on.
I know you're not.
So why did you tell me? Why are you trying to? What is the relevance? I'm just gonna ask you a question. You don't have to talk when I'm talking. What is the relevance of the nigga who wrote like Marvel Comics making this comic book when it was published by Image Comics? That means this is an Image comic book.
No, here. So this is what I was trying to say earlier. I was saying.
What?
Okay, earlier, what I was trying to say was Todd McFarlane, who created Venom under Marvel, also published the same Image Comics while under Marvel, meaning Spawn would be under the continuity and cosmology of Marvel.
No, he's a part of Image Comics.
Can you tell me the difference, please?
Image Comics has shit like fucking you mean different comic books? Image Comics
No, because I'm just trying to say like, the publisher himself.
What?
I'm trying to say the publisher himself of Image Comics was Todd McFarlane while he was employed by Marvel.
It doesn't matter. It was published by Image Comics.
Wait, hold up a second.
Did you read what you posted? It said that the creator is an employee of that publisher. So when he created it, he was not creating it as an employee of Marvel. He's creating it as an employee of Image Comics. That's what the scan you posted says. Normally, this was a case in a work-for-hire dominated American comics industry, in which the legal author is a publisher, such as Marvel Comics or DC Comics, or in this case, Image Comics, and the creator is an employee of that publisher.
So here, this is why I brought up Angela the Angel, because this was not going to prove it. I was just looking for the scan. She's published by Marvel.
Who's published by Marvel?
Angela the Angel.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
That just means his
published
goes along Marvel.
So let me ask you a question. Are you saying that Image Comics and Marvel Comics were producing your comics at the same time? Or am I gonna look into history and find that Marvel Comics bought the rights to Angela? Which is it going to be?
They did, but you can look into that because I don't believe.
What do you think?
Because what I was trying to say was
use your brain. What do you think? Because last time all I did was type in. Wait, listen. You don't have to talk when I'm talking. Let's take turns. Last time I googled who published Spawn. Easy, 3 words into my Google search bar. Instantly found the answer. Okay. So do you think that they just bought the rights and that's what happened?
Okay, so here's what I think is.
What do you think?
I believe that they just got I believe that Angela's cosmology would fall under Marvel and Image Comics because I believe their cosmologies and continuity are linked, which is why I brought her up and correlated how Marvel characters from this Marvel cosmology appear in Spawn, meaning his cosmology would also fall under.
That's not what I asked you. That's not at all what I asked you. Like, just answer the question.
Okay, so basically what I believe is that my answer to your question is whether they're bought rights or not, I just believe their cosmologies are linked. So I would be able to use Marvel's. Because Marvel characters are shown to be existent in Spawn. Okay.
Bleeding Cool later confirmed that Marvel Comics had completely bought the rights to Angela.
Can you show me this?
Sure.
Okay.
It's literally the exact same situation I had before. I just Googled, did Marvel buy Angela? And it's actually on the same Wikipedia page. Whoa! It's almost like you read it and lied to me, right?
I didn't read the whole thing. I just took a screenshot.
Okay, so you just skimmed it, so you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I did, but
No, you don't know what you're talking about because every time I've asked you a question, you pretend to not know the answer. All I have to do is Google it.
Hold up, So what does her buying the rights affect her cosmology as? Because if they
Because
buy the
you're
rights
trying
off
to
her,
say that it's canon to both by virtue of them doing this and this, right? You're saying that the cosmologies are automatically linked. They're just buying certain characters from Image Comics. I don't think Marvel bought all of Image Comics. In fact, I know they didn't buy all of Image Comics because Invincible still gets produced independently. You have shit like The Walking Dead. Most of Neo Gaiman shit is still over at Image Comics. So they didn't buy all of Image Comics.
hold up a second.
In fact, Spawn shows up in Invincible, which is an Image comic.
Hold up.
And Spawn gets his ass beat in Invincible, actually.
By who? And what form was he?
Invincible. Niggas like Planetary.
What form was he?
Base.
Base. Okay, base form is weak compared to the Spawn I'm using.
Yeah.
Okay,
Still
but
got his ass.
you know what? Let me just say I just dropped this point about him having Marvel's cosmology over the Angela feat. I still believe if he's everything within this, like, where would they fight in this hypothetical battle? It would be equalized into a neutral verse, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. I just believe he would still exist on the higher planes of reality. Because it's
Based
shown
on what?
that, based on the fact that if he, for example, is shown to exist on a plane of reality with that feat, and this is just like a metaphysical plane of reality that they're neutralized into, that means there's levels of reality on a conceptual, abstractal,
Abstractal? What is that?
sorry, I didn't mean to say abstractal, my bad. I meant to say,
What do you mean to say?
I just meant this of realities in just general. I just believe he would exist on all these planes of realities
Okay. So let me show you a couple
Confronto would not be able to exist in, or I mean affecting.
All things lie within causality.
All things lying within causality.
Oh.
I mean, hold up.
No. I'm posting my
Causality, that
scans.
does
Calm
not lie in
down.
causality.
Jeez. I can't post my scans? Can I get a scan? Can I get a second? Jesus. All lies within the current of causality. Causality includes, let me get it. Let me actually post. This is the idea of evil is the desire God of man. Griffith and the idea of evil exists within the abyss. The abyss transcends individuality and ideas. Let me get you all of these scans.
Unconscious that transcends individuality.
And even humanity is made up of multiple dualities.
What'd you say?
Humanity in this verse is made up of multiple dualities. The idea of evil is the thing that creates human will, destiny, and reason, and all of the concepts that the idea of evil create transcend the concept of knowledge. All of these things apply to the idea of evil, and the idea of evil also created the collective human unconsciousness of mankind, which is the thing that creates causality in which all things lie. And let me show you. And every human is stated to have an
causality again.
Huh?
Sorry, can you repeat that specific part? What creates causality?
The collective human unconsciousness, which is created by the idea of evil. And the idea of evil was also created by the collective human unconscious. You have any problems with my scan so far?
Can you just
It also states that Griffith and the idea of evil just straight up transcend individuality.
So you're saying the concept of evil just transcends individuality?
And Griffith.
So what does that mean? Like what?
It would mean that any binary system does not apply to them.
Any binary system?
Any system made up of ones and zeros doesn't apply to them.
What do you mean by systems of ones and zeros? Like I'm trying.
So let's say, is your character outerversal or is he not outerversal?
Right now, I can get him into boundless, true fictional transcendence.
Okay. So let's say is your character boundless or is he not boundless?
Let's just say hypothetically he's boundless right now.
Okay, so that's a system of ones and zeros. You are or you. Griffith is beyond that.
Ones and zero.
Because you either are one or you are not zero.
Okay, yeah. So you're saying
Griffith is beyond that.
So you're saying Griffith and like the femto would not apply to the tiering system, for example?
Correct. They'd just be beyond it.
It'd be beyond it.
Yep.
Hold up a second. Here's up the whole question. Wait, where in the scan does it prove that they transcend individuality again?
It's just straight up stated. Let me see. The second one, a consciousness that transcends individuality.
What are they referring to when talking about this common consciousness?
The collective human unconsciousness.
And why would Griffith and femto be this representation?
Because they created it.
Okay, so like, so you're saying they created human consciousness?
They created the collective human unconsciousness. Yeah.
Okay, so what if I told you that not femto. What if I told you Spawn did the same?
Does he make a collective human unconsciousness that transcends individuality?
No, I'm just saying if that's the figure you're
using. Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
Was Spawn
I don't give a fuck.
No, I was just going to explain it to you real quick.
Uh-huh.
For example, in Spawn, he completely just wipes the multiverse, and then he recreates the multiverse with just completely different humans with their own consciousness.
Yeah,
he
I don't
also
care.
makes God and Satan.
None of that matters. None of this matters. Like, I just told you before that none of this matters, and you started explaining to me like I cared. Like, that doesn't, I don't give a fuck. Why would it not matter? Because that's not the same.
Spawn did the same feat.
No, he didn't. Does that collective human unconsciousness transcend individuality?
This
yes or no? Yes or no, Jxstin? Yes or no?
I'm going to give you a yes or no question. I'm going to give you an answer.
It's not. It's a yes or no question. Did it transcend individuality or not? Yes or no?
Arrow. I don't care if you think
it's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question. It's not a loaded question. It's just a question because you said the powers are the same. So it's not the same unless you can answer that question with a yes.
Give you the answer I want to give you, which would fall under yes or no.
Just give me. It's a yes or no question.
So let me get my answer.
Yes or no?
No. So here's what.
Okay, so it's not the same feat. So fuck off. I don't care.
Yes, it would be.
Okay, prove that. No, it doesn't because if we're both
Arrow, let me get my explanation. Arrow, let me get my
holy shit! I'm gonna tell you watch this. The next thing you're gonna say, I'm gonna listen to the whole thing, and I'm gonna tell you it doesn't fucking matter. But go ahead. I'll even mute myself when you're done.
If they are both equalized into one verse, right? That means these same feats would apply to both characters, would they not? Because you agree that.
Like, no, nigga. What? What the fuck did you just say? No.
Explain more.
No, that's dumb as fuck.
I want to explain more.
No, shut the fuck up, Jxstin. That was dumb as hell. Are you serious?
Arrow.
No, nigga. No. That was dumb as fuck. That was dumb as fuck.
I don't care.
That was dumb as fuck. Jxstin, shut the fuck up. Listen. If two niggas in the same universe create a cube, and one nigga makes a cube made of fucking titanium, and one makes it out of spit, they're not the same feat. Nigga, it's qualitatively different.
So can you give me what you mean by transcends individuality? Because you did not let me explain.
Bro, we already went into this. I did explain it to you. I said beyond a binary system. And then we talked about ones and zeros, and you said, oh, no, I get it. And now we've moved on. So I did explain.
Hold up. Hold up a second. And let me further my argument real quick then.
Holy shit. I can't. Holy shit. Mine too close to my mic. My bad.
Where is it? Okay, so let's just say that I don't that I let's just say hypothetically for now, I don't contest the point.
Do you have? Do you no wait? I don't like doing that. Do you want to contest the point or not? Can you beat the argument or not? If not, we're gonna move on.
I was gonna contest. Well, okay, here. Let me just get my contention. So here, what I was gonna say when you prove that, like, so if this does not apply to the tiering system, what I was giving you was not from the tiering system. It was just from metaphysics itself, aka well, you know what it is probably. Could you prove that this?
No, I don't know anything about metaphysics. Tell me.
Metaphysics, it's just things in everywhere that are just material, more, etc. Just unmore
Yeah,
stuff.
that's a binary system. Femto doesn't apply to those. Don't apply to him. He's beyond that.
Can you explain why it would be a binary system?
You just said things that are material and not material. That's a 1 and a 0.
And on the more, hold on. Let me get the word for word definition.
Sure.
Metaphysics, the branch of philosophy that deals with, abstract theory with no basis in reality. Meaning it has no physical form, and it has no basis in reality. I'm not
so
sure
what is it? Like, what is it? What do you explain it to me?
Well, if it has no basis,
do you before we even do this? Do you know what metaphysics is?
You're asking me, so I'm trying to give you a definition. I give you one definition.
Right. But listen. The first definition you gave me, I proved he was beyond it, and now you're trying to give me a different definition, and I don't quite get it. I just got
the word for word definition from Google.
Okay, explain it to me in your words.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. If metaphysics is just basically everything in.
You don't know what metaphysics is,
so
do
like
you?
Something like basically something with just no basis in reality. If I'm gonna be honest, off the definitions I'm seeing and just interpreting it into my own words. I gave you a subjective definition. You told me to expand.
I don't get what you. Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy that examines the fundamental nature of reality, including the relationship between mind and matter, between substance and attribute, and between potentiality and actuality.
Hold up. The branch of philosophy that deals with the first principles of things, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, substance, calls identity, time, and space. Right. An abstract theory with no basis in reality.
So what does that mean to me? How did that apply to this debate?
Basically something like, so what I'm trying to get at here is how it's called an abstract structure or an abstract theory. Basically something that is a system that is described without any specified structure or any type of just given or basis structure. Meaning I believe it has no structure, meaning it would have no base. Meaning it would have no binary system if it has no structure.
What do you mean? What doesn't have any structure?
Okay, so basically it's called an abstract theory. I'm giving you the definition of an abstract theory, which is a system that is described without a specifying structure.
Let me Google abstract theory. Is abstract theory like a word I can Google?
Yeah, abstract theory, and it'll say what does abstract theories mean. A theory in which system is described without specifying a structure.
And how does this apply to your argument?
How does it apply? Because I would just say that there's a level of reality in metaphysics, or in
this. But this is all theoretical.
That would be above the binary system as well.
But wait, this is all theoretical, right?
Theoretical. I mean, if you want to go there, the tiering system is made up of theories.
Right, and I already said he's beyond that tiering system.
Beyond that tiering system. I mean, how is he going to be beyond?
And the tiering system isn't theories; it's what we go by.
What we go by, but it's based off.
Right. But it's the definitions that we go off of.
Yeah.
So they're not. Do you know what a theory is?
A theory is just. Yeah, I know. It's just not.
Define it.
And just something that's not certain fact, but is supported
with. No, it is certain fact. The tiering system is certain fact. We go off of it. That is fact to us. If something meets this thing in the tiering system, then it's a fact. They are this. So you're wrong.
How?
What do you mean how?
Because I'm telling you.
Did you like you always say? Listen. I need you to listen, Jxstin. Do you I explain things to you? Like I take time to explain it to you, and then you ask me how at the end. What was confusing? In what I just said to you, where did you get confused?
No, I wasn't here. This is what I was gonna say though. I was gonna say the tiering system, for example, when relating to like dimensionality and stuff. It even says
but it's not. It's not a theory. The tiering system isn't a theory because we're taking it as a fact. There, we're saying this is how we determine this, so it's a fact.
Okay.
The tiering system is a. It's not the tiering system isn't a theory.
Abstract theories.
Jxstin, just drop the whole abstract theory thing because you can't apply it. You don't know what you're talking about. You're stumbling. Listen, Jxstin. If you stop talking over me for a second, we might be able to get somewhere. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You keep stumbling over yourself. You've shifted your definition 3 times already. It's okay to not know what you're talking about, but don't come in here and waste my time. Like you have no clue what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, no, hold on. Can I say one thing real quick though?
Sure.
Abstract theories, there are theoretical, but it is one of the definitions we go by on abstract on. That is like the definition of abstracts itself and how abstracts, like abstractional things themselves are just theoretical, but it's the definitions we go by. Meaning I would still be able to use it, which is what I was going to expand on why I can't use it.
We don't go by those definitions in Versus Battle Wiki. And like you trying to apply a theory, you have to prove that theory is correct in this case. Can you prove it? Can you prove without any sort of assumptions or any sort of such that this does apply? Can you prove that?
Okay, so here's what I was going to say.
Are you smarter than every other scientist to ever come before you or to come after you? Are you the alpha, the scientist supreme? Am I talking to Hank Pym?
Yes. Okay, no, I'm joking.
All right, prove it to me right now. Give me your formula.
I'm playing, but like
All right, so if you don't have anything, let's just drop the point. Like, there's no point
I was going to
in this
say
point being here. Like, you're just wasting my time at this point.
Can you give me your definition of what an abstract is?
What an abstract is, I'll give you the textbook definition. Existing in thought or as an idea, but not having a physical or concrete existence.
Hold up a second. Give me a second real quick.
Hey, yo, Arrow.
Yep.
What happened to Ace?
I don't know. I be at work, nigga.
Guys, Versus Battle Wiki just made Ichigo universal. Go check it right now.
Yeah, thank you for serving me in that, nigga. I don't know who did it. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I did that.
No, we don't care. Yeah.
Arrow.
Yeah.
What are the character that Jxstin's using?
He's using Divine Spawn.
Isn't that the nigga that got like dogged by Mark Grayson?
I brought it up. No, trust and believe I brought it up. I said he got his ass beat by Mark.
Is he like taking a break right now, or?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He asked me for my definition of abstract, and I gave it to him. And he said, "Hold up," and left. So I don't know what's going on. He said he was going to prove to me that abstract theory is not a theory, so I'm pretty excited for that.
Doesn't he have like 5 minutes? Then
No, I decided not to set a timer. I think timers are really stupid. Within reason. You know what I mean?
I lagged out for a while. My bad.
All right, hello?
Okay, yeah, my bad. I lagged out for a while.
Yeah. Do you have any other points? Okay, so can I go into my win con?
I shouldn't. I have one more point. Um, would hacks fall under a binary system? Or
Probably.
abilities?
Most hacks, probably, yeah.
Hold up. Um, this might be the wrong scanner. Hold up, I'm sending it. Yeah, wrong scanner. My bad. My bad. Um. Anyways. So this is Malgovia, the king of hell. At this point in time, he states I don't believe omnipotence would fall under a binary system. Is it shown? I don't believe.
What did you say? What did you say? Are you really trying to use omnipotent? Dead ass.
I was just gonna argue if it applies to a binary system.
Don't argue omnipotence. It's retarded. Just move on.
Well, why would being all powerful apply to a binary system?
Just move on. Nothing here is all powerful.
Why? Why would nothing be all powerful?
All right, prove he's all powerful. Prove it.
He directly stated to be all powerful. I'm using
and what happens to him? And how does he get defeated?
Huh? What'd you say?
Does he get defeated?
I have not actually read the comics. I just watched this game.
Okay, so you don't know what you're talking about. So what's his name? I'll just Google.
Malbovia or Malgovia.
Malbolgia. Malbolgia.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's weird.
It's pronounced Malbolgia.
Malbolgia is one of the few characters in the Spawn universe who made an appearance outside of the core Spawn fill-up. He is notably absent, but as mentioned during Chapel's rise to power in Hell, when he usurped control of Hell away from Lucifer and becomes Lord Chapel as part of the large Image crossover event. Lucifer also appears in the Angela miniseries, quite different from Lucifer in the Liefeld Laden series. That leaves Malbolgia on as the highest-ranking devil-like character in the Spawn until the actual appearance of Satan in the Spawn comics. So Satan is just stronger than this nigga. So he's not on. So just shut the fuck up. Move on. Move on.
You don't think there can't be more than one omnipotent character in the race?
No, nigga.
Hold up a second.
How is there a nigga stronger than him, but he's omnipotent?
I mean, Malbolgia
was slain by Spawn in issue 100. That nigga's dead.
He was slain outside of Hell. Or no,
so he's not omnipotent.
Hold on.
Hello? Like, why do you keep trying to lie to me, nigga? Like, you think I won't Google this shit? It says these niggas dead.
Hold up a second. I'm not lying right there, though. I actually didn't know that.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Malbolgia is slain by Spawn in issue 100.
Hold up a second.
Like, stop lying to me.
I swear I'm not lying.
You are lying,
actually haven't
nigga.
read
He's
it. I
dead.
actually
He
haven't
got
read it.
killed. He got
I
bloinked.
know. I literally just asked you. I'm not sure.
Okay, so why are you trying to rep a character you don't know? Why do you think that was a good
Nah, I
idea?
just knew that this statement was made.
Okay,
So I was
why?
trying
So
to
you
use
don't
it.
know the character?
I mean, I know him, but like I don't. I haven't read.
No,
the
you
comics.
don't because you don't know. You don't know. You haven't known shit that I've asked you.
Hold up. Does Comp Femto have a soul?
Does he have a what?
Does Femto have a soul?
Does he have a soul? No.
Mm-hmm. Why? Can you prove this, please? Actually,
Yeah, he's beyond all reality. All reality includes souls.
all of reality applies to a binary system.
Yes. What?
Can you please?
I said he's
No, because
beyond
the
all
only
of
thing I
the
know
all
you're
things.
stealing.
Did you hear what I just said? Stop talking when I'm talking, bro. Like, if I'm talking, don't start talking louder to try and get over me. Don't do that shit, bro. That's really annoying. Okay.
Can we spurg?
No,
Nah, I
spurring
don't feel
during
like
the video is
spurring right
not
now.
cool. That shit's not funny. Also,
I
that
spurring
scan you
here.
posted, Angela, this is from an Image Comics. I just found it. I'm reading the comic. It's from issue 100. They're also in the 8th circle of hell when they kill him. Hello?
I'm just trying to think of an argument, like another argument to bring up.
If you don't have anything else, just concede the debate. Like, don't just sit here wasting my time.
Oh, hold up. I think I found a decent scan. Wait, actually, can I ask you, can I ask you this? Does Femto ever die or like anything like that?
No,
Ever get damaged?
no.
Second, let me- didn't he get his cheek clapped by Griffith?
Griffith is femto.
Yeah, I'll concede.
All right, good debate.